What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the secret path or the secret mission that is in Conan Chop Chop. So, when you first start the game, if you go to the bottom left corner of the town, you'll actually interact with one of the NPCs. And you can see it's this little girl crying here. If you break the barrels and then go up to her, she says she's missing a doll. Now that doll icon then shows up next to your mini-map saying that you haven't found it. Now, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. If you follow this secondary line or this secondary mission path, the end of the game is going to be extremely difficult for you. So do keep that in mind when doing this. So once you have the icon next to your minimap for the doll, you will have the opportunity to find this extra room in the first dungeon. This extra room is where the doll has been for me every single time, and when I don't have that doll icon, when I haven't interacted with that NPC, I don't see this room spawn. And this is a specific room for the doll, so if you come across this room, you will see the doll right next to this stump. All you have to do is walk up to it, and it will pick that up. You then have to complete the dungeon, make it out with that doll, go back and have a conversation with the same NPC, so break those out of the way, walk up, and you are going to get a key in exchange for the doll. Now what's interesting is this NPC then disappears if you end up dying and reloading. It'll be interesting to see if they come back at any point in time. Now these items are persistent through your gameplay, so even if you die, you do stay on the item that you were on last. So whether it's the key or the doll, whatever you have in your inventory, that persists through your game save. So you don't have to worry about losing that item and then needing to look for it again. And the key is used to open a special gate in the second area. So it's going to allow you to have access to an oasis, if you will, with multiple chests and the next item that you need for a future dungeon. So as you can see, I have the key and that opens the gate here for me. I'm then able to pick up the next item in the list, which is some type of scroll. The scroll is then used to trade for another item once you get to the frost biome. So you can see we have another room next to a dungeon here, and if we go inside, you can see there's a staff on the platform. So as long as you have the scroll in your inventory, you'll be able to pick up the staff. And of course, the staff is then carried to the next dungeon in order to trade for yet another item. That last item is going to be in the volcano biome, and what you're going to find is this gentleman wizard standing in this area. So you just need to find this room, have the staff in hand, and he's going to trade you one of the coolest Easter eggs in the game, which happens to be the Phoenix Easter egg. No, it has absolutely nothing to do with Phoenix in Conan Exiles, my character. However, I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm going to call it my own Easter egg. Now, I'm going to give you a quick spoiler warning because this does change the story at the end of the game, and you'll need to click off this video now if you don't want to see that. If you're still here, what you need to do is defeat the final boss. Once the final boss is defeated, you'll actually get a second ending to the game. And this is a more difficult ending than the other one.
The heart of Ahriman gives me power over time and snakes. It will be as if this never happened. Seems that something is amiss. No matter, I will deal with you myself. Look into my eyes and witness the might of Acheron.
This ending requires that you face all the bosses all over again, with a twist. One, there is nothing to kill for hearts. There are these green floaty things and different items that do float around the map and cause damage to you. However, you cannot destroy them, so they are there the entire time, causing you issues. Additionally, you'll notice that the health bar is all one bar, so there is not segments where you can bring your comrades back if you are playing co-op or multiplayer. You have to defeat the boss before anyone else will spawn in. When you get to the second boss, there's actually a wave of green fire that goes across the entire screen and causes damage to you. And with the third boss, they roll it together. So not only do you have the floating orbs, but you also have the wave of green flames. This is as far as I have gotten in this fight, because you literally have to be amazing to get through these battles. You have to basically take no damage throughout the entire thing in order to make it through. Again, because there are no hearts to be found while you're battling in this arena. So my suggestion would be, if you're playing solo and you're not fully leveled, don't pick those items up. Beat the game without all those items, and then go back once you're fully leveled up and give it a shot. If you're playing with other people, it may be easier than it is to do solo. However, it's still going to be a pretty difficult task. Now, I found a couple of Easter eggs in Conan Chop Chop that I'm going to share with you in a future video. However, I want to know in the comment section below if you've found any cool Easter eggs that you feel like sharing. I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.